Hey Taurus, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 20th, 2025. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. The heart of your reading, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. You're so over something. You're done with it. You're dropping it. You'd originally intended to see something through to completion. I'm getting a commitment sort of energy that you're backing out of. It's no longer in your interest. There's been a new offer to renew the commitment, continue on in the connection, maybe a conversation about that. And that was either withdrawn or you said, you know what? Actually, I'm out completely. There's no resolution to this. I don't want to finish it like I said I would. I quit. Your challenge is you feel like there's no future there. The Two of Wands in reverse is like, I don't want to move forward in any direction here. The path that I'm on is unappealing. Kind of creating a new pathway. I don't see that I can take that path from here. There's no direction I want to head from where I am that feels appealing right now. But it's another implication of some sort of offer. There's a hint here that there's been someone who wants to continue and is, yeah, here's the Ace of Wands in reverse again. There's someone who wants to continue and is like throwing out potential solutions. You're like, no, you're suggesting this new path. I don't want to go down that path. You are maybe piecing out of a situation, ghosting someone. I get this sort of like in the middle of the night, sneaking away sort of energy. Seven of Swords is anything that's being concealed, really, but the way that I'm kind of feeling the energy as I tap into how you're experiencing this topic in your life right now, you're feeling like, I don't want to face this head on. I don't want to have a conversation about it. You know that whomever you would have to talk to about this is opposed to you quitting, and they're going to try to talk you out of it or suggest alternative after alternative, and everything's going to feel unappealing to you. You know that you're not on the same page with this person, so that's why you're sort of opting to take the secret route to exit. Like, you don't want the confrontation, you're just going to take off and leave and quit somehow without confronting them. In the recent past, you started to realize that it's just the same thing over and over again. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You want to get off this roller coaster. It's not... merry-go-round is a better comparison. It's like the same shit, different day. It's unappealing. It's uninteresting to you. There's so much potential that you used to really hold on to. Maybe that's what kept you going around the merry-go-round so many times. This Strength in reverse tells me that there's like, if there was more work done, if there was more effort put in, and I think that ifs, you're all out of ifs. You're looking at what is, and it's not appealing, and you're done. The best thing that's going to come out of this from your higher self perspective is you rising up into your divine feminine energy. The Empress shows up when you are ready to connect with your creative ability in terms of how you manifest your existence here in life. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've elevated, you've raised your vibration. You are... in order to sort of fully blossom into this, it requires separating from anything in your environment that wouldn't be a reflection of this version of you, if that makes sense. If you're still connected with people who see you as the old you, then it's like that crabs in the bucket metaphor of it's this phenomenon when crab fishers, or whatever they are collecting crabs. There will literally be in a bucket, and one of them might start to be able to crawl out, and the other crabs will pull it back down. And I don't know if this is like a myth or a wives' tale. I think it's correct. I mean, I've never verified it for myself, so I don't know. But the metaphor is useful in that it helps to demonstrate like this human nature tendency to bring someone down to your level, because it's this like, where are you going? It's this knee-jerk reaction of other people when they see themselves in comparison to someone who is getting out or rising above or elevating themselves. It forces them to self-reflect and either improve or just sit in that new realization of their own shortcomings. And rather than even realize that that's what's going on, the crab in the bucket just instinctively pulls you back down to keep everyone on the same level, so they don't have to think about any of it. They don't want to think. They don't want to self-reflect, right? So this Empress needs to break free from the crabs who are comfortable staying in the bucket, aren't trying to get out. In the near future, we have Magician energy. So we talk about manifesting your own circumstances, and not only are you rising up into this full expression of your divine feminine energy, but you're also taking, what do I want to say? You're taking all of the skills and abilities that you've honed, everything that you've learned, and putting them to use in how you empower yourself to create your environment moving forward. You might have felt a little bit like life is a series of events that happens to you in the past. Like, well, I'm going to wait and see what happens, and then I'll deal with the circumstances. It's a very reactive or reactionary sort of a mindset. And with this whole elevation into Empress energy, part and parcel of that is the realization that your environment is a reflection of what's going on within you, and how much power you truly have in creating your experiences. So the Magician showing up like this tells me that you're about to either maybe literally practice magic in order to affect the outcomes that you want, or could be a more general like manifestation sort of an energy. Either way, it feels very empowered, intentionally empowered. Like, I know I can make this happen. I have the skills. I have the tools. Something's going to surprise you though, and it's this lack of interest, lack of desire when something new is presented. There's going to be an offer of sorts, and the expectation from the person who is offering is going to be that you'll accept it, that it's going to be appealing and exciting. You'll be grateful for the offer. And I think the intentions are genuine, but it's just too little too late. And I feel like maybe your reaction is going to come as a surprise to them, or the fact that they make an offer at all is going to surprise you. maybe it's like this last-ditch effort to keep you in your old environment, and it's so obvious that they think they've knocked it out of the park that when they make that offer, your realization is you're such on different levels. Like, wow. It's not even pity, it's just a realization of the stark difference between what they think is this grand gesture that's absolutely gonna seal the deal and win your heart and make everything better and keep you on this merry-go-round for one more go. And it's not gonna ring true. Your reaction is gonna be like, wow, I can't believe that used to do it for me. I can't believe that now I'm out of this. Now it no longer has that hold on me anymore. I'm not that person anymore. Show me hopes and fears. What is Taurus hopeful for? What are we concerned about? You really want options in love. We have the Knight of Cups coming out with the Seven of Cups. Partly this is saying you're afraid of someone who is motivated from a place of heartfelt emotion, because maybe you don't trust their true motivations. They could be concealing, like, why do they really want this? Anytime someone approaches you with I really care about you, or I want to get to know you, or let's do something romantic, I think part of your life experience has instilled this fear in you that is keeping you very guarded and cautious, because you don't know exactly what do they really want, what do they really mean. It can't be completely genuine because my life experience has told me that there's always more to the story that's not being said. They really just want someone pretty on their arm to boost their ego so that their friends think that they're a big shot. Or they really just want to use me for my money, or they really just want a mommy to take care of them and comfort them and be their therapist. You don't trust love or expressions of love at the moment. At least not from this particular person, but I think it's a more general topic that we're touching on there. This end result is having you really pulling back. Four of Swords is this prioritizing your peace, keeping your peace over everything else. That's the direction that you're headed, and you're going to be successful in accomplishing that. You're already aligned with it, Chariot there. You have things lined up for an exit to get out, and it's going to happen quickly, and you're going to have your peace. Doesn't say that they won't still make an attempt to connect with you, but you'll be firmly in this mode of what's the word for this? Seclusion. Your advice. The Chariot came out along with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Hermit, really underscoring that Spirit is supportive of your urge to be alone right now. Have some alone time, rest and recharge. Oh, there's another one here. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so a Five of Pentacles in reverse hints that there is some place that you can go back to as you're sort of quitting or exiting one environment. Don't lose sight of somewhere that you used to feel like you belong. because that door may still be open for you. So that might be like moving back in with an old roommate, going back to an old group of friends that you had sidelined, moving back in with your parents for a time. There's that sort of a possibility being raised by Spirit here. But this Queen of Swords in reverse, I want to say, is someone who's not worried about the fine details. They can't be provoked into, well, what did you mean by that? So I think there could be, like, as you're making your exit to go into hermit mode, to withdraw, get into that Four of Swords energy, you have everything lined up and it can move quickly, but this is a bit of a reminder to not get distracted by reading into details that hints at a possibility for me that someone might try and throw some interesting information at you between the lines. Something a little, dropping a little bit of information intentionally in a very sneaky, underhanded, no, those aren't the right words. It's more like it's an intentional sort of word trap. I'm not sure if I'm conveying this right. Let me think of an example. It's like someone who wants you to stick around, who wants to drag you back down into the bucket as you're leaving, might say, oh, you know what Steve said about you? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Never mind. I mean, you know Steve, he's always talking, and it was probably just nothing, so take care, bye. You know, this, it might not be as gossipy as that, but it's like this really lowbrow, mediocre attempt to get you to read between the lines of what they've said and snare your interest somehow and get you to pay attention to them. Don't buy into it. Just sidestep it. You don't need that sort of you don't need to pay attention to it. I'll leave it like that. So Taurus, I hope this helped. Take care. I will see you back tomorrow.